All right. And that's us live. So we are back after quite the hiatus. And we're back to the main story, which has been even longer. So, to recount where we left off, you guys were exploring this cave in the Dwarven Kingdom. Essentially, the you want the staff that the advisor to the king has, because it has what looks like the wind orb on top of it. And he didn't want to part with it, but he said, "You know what? If you go get this other staff, then I might be willing to part ways with it." And he's like, "But there's a caveat. Like that staff is in this like mine tunnel area that we like closed off because there was like super dangerous stuff in there, and no one goes in there because everyone dies. But you know, if you go in there and you get it and you bring it back, sure, we'll make a trade." And you said, "Yeah, we're gonna do that." And so you entered the cave, and you initially split up and went two different ways. Fought some stuff, some mushroom people, some giant like blood tick monster thing, and then y'all reconvened, and then y'all were in like a maze and stuff. Well, actually, before that, you fought like what was like a demon wall. Yeah, it was the maze. That was the maze and the demon wall, and
Didn't we try to seduce the demon wall?
maybe it's quite possible.
That sounds about right.
You went to a treasure room. You did find the staff, so you got the staff, and then you traversed another tunnel because you thought, you know what, there's some treasures in here. We're gonna keep finding stuff, right? And lo and behold, you came across Mist's mom, who was being held captive and drained somehow by an evil entity. What's up, Derek?
Hey guys.
Yep.
Hey.
Just doing a quick recap. And so you guys decided to fight the evil thing that was enslaving Mist's mom, and y'all eventually did beat it, freeing her from its grasp. And you guys pulled her out of the cave, but she has this gem on her that seemed to be the focal point of sort of drawing out the power and whatnot. And Fiamma did manage to melt the chain off of it, and then Mist went to go flick the gemstone off, and he did manage to flick it off, but when he did, it rendered him unconscious. And that is where we left off. So you guys are just outside the cave where you battled the creature. You're there with Mist's mom, who's unconscious, Mist, who's unconscious, and the rest of you sort of right there in the tunnel. What do you want to do?
Not be unconscious.
Yeah, well, the rock went flying off somewhere in the cave.
Oh, I know. I was just yeah.
You try.
I'm gonna pour a potion into Mist's mouth.
Okay.
Try some mud.
Just slap some mud wine on it.
Yeah. So, do you have a potion on you? I presume then.
Yeah, I've got two.
Okay. So yeah, you pour the potion in Mist's mouth, and Mist, you start to sort of wake up. You kind of like cough and choke a little bit on the potion, and you're kind of groggy at first as you wake up. What are your first thoughts?
Mommy.
Yeah, it's not a creepy way to say that at all, but sure.
No, she's over there.
No, he looks at Fiamma and says that instead.
All right, Mist, you back up. Yeah, I mean, your mom's laying there. She's breathing. You can see that she's breathing, but very not awake.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna pour my other potion into her mouth.
This is getting weird.
Yeah.
Pour your potion in my mom's
just gonna
mouth.
Nothing seems to happen.
You didn't
Well,
put
that
it deep
doesn't seem to
enough.
Yes, go deeper into Mist's mom.
I will go as deep as I possibly can.
Does she start to choke?
That didn't take long. Yeah, I mean, there is like some choking, like she's breathing it in and she's choking a little bit, but it doesn't seem to wake her up.
Well, she's probably exhausted. That's the end of my caring.
Yeah.
Mr. Your gravel now.
Time to go goat farming, guys.
Fiamma's gone deep enough. Got it. This is where we are now.
We went as deep as we could go, and we couldn't deep anymore.
It wasn't. It wasn't enough.
I guess discern realities. Like,
Yeah, roll for it.
see if I can get
Ro-
any
ro-
information.
Roll a thing or some stuff.
Yeah. I don't discern shit.
Yeah, no, you're like guys. Just shake her like a baby.
Miss Mom is. First of all, I would not say shake her like a baby. You don't shake the babies, and
Yes, you shake her like a Polaroid picture.
Millie doesn't have.
Yes.
Millie's never had a baby.
I know, but I still feel like that she would know you don't shake them.
Ow.
Yes.
You know what? The darkness inside you says, "Shake her like a baby."
That makes more sense.
And you proceed to shake her like a baby. No,
I don't.
you rolled a 5. All right, cool.
That was for looking, not for doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Millie's just gonna be like, I don't know.
I was like, well, she's unconscious, guys. There you go. I thought about doing something with the gym, but that seems like a very dumb idea right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
Yeah, Simba looks over and just kind of looks at her and just grin at her, and he's like, "Is she gonna be okay?"
Simba also says, hey guys, I think she's unconscious.
Your guess is as good as mine, kid.
He's like, maybe we should just like carry her out or something. I don't know.
I thought you were going to say maybe we should just shake her like a baby.
There's an
I guess I'll
unexplored
inspect her
tunnel.
to see if she can manage, if we can move her without like damaging her or
sure.
anything.
So you're rolling to see if Miss Mom is too fat.
Yes, I must know how fat is his mom. I might know.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell that she's it seems like whatever like dangerous magic that was like around her is pretty much gone. It does seem like she might be in like a coma state. That maybe just like traditional means aren't going to necessarily get her aroused at this moment.
Let me
Poor
pull
choice
out
of
my health
words.
potion again.
Huh?
Poor
Let me pull
choice
out
of
my health
words.
potion again.
Is
Yeah.
the dead jester
Make her
dude
arrest.
still lying around?
Yeah, he was defeated. So he
Can
was
I go rummage through him? Has anybody rummaged through him yet?
he sort of like died in a fiery mist of black flame. So
Can you
yeah.
use,
You
like,
could
a
collect
pack or a
ashes.
mask
Yeah,
or something
yeah. I mean, yeah.
inside?
If you were to let's say you were to go back into the room, you would find the crumbled pieces of pillar. You would find bits of vine now limp all over the ground. Cracked pieces of broken mask, and that's what you would find in the room.
Now all I could think of, though, because ashes would be left over, is like if he likes dirt wine, he might like ash wine.
Good possibility.
So yeah, you can have you can go pick up any of those things you'd like, you know. I definitely won't punish you for any of it later.
That sounds untrustworthy.
Are the shards of his broken mask still there?
Yeah.
Oh, that does sound like a punishment.
Well, so
Yeah,
there were
something's gonna happen.
there were 3 masks, right? Because one controlled like wood, one controlled like ice, and one controlled like fire. So are you going to attempt to collect all the pieces of the different masks?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Let's just roll. Let's roll a discern realities. Just so that you find all of the pieces.
On anything or just normal?
Yeah, just on your whatever your wisdom is. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And we'll just do it this way. You find 70% of the pieces.
All right.
What would have happened if he had rolled over a 10? more pieces than
Even
before.
without extra pieces now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like an IKEA bookshelf.
No.
It's like, wow, this one controls time. This is amazing.
I found pieces of an additional mask we didn't see to begin with. I don't know. So yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, just add mask pieces to your inventory.
Okay.
So yeah. So Thomas walks over and he looks at you, Mist, and he looks down at her and he says, "She's important to you."
Yes.
He says, "I could carry her."
Aw.
Yeah, cool, man.
Cool. Yeah. So Thomas, saddles his axe on his back and very gently reaches down and picks her up
Okay.
in his arms.
Shakes her.
And he's like just like a baby. He shakes her. No.
I just imagine him like slinging her over his shoulder and like breaking her back, and I'm like, oh god, that's terrible.
He's like, I'm made of bones. She's made of bones. I mean, it's all the same.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. No. He very gently picks her up and carries her. And Simba's kind of like, maybe we should head out. This place was no fun.
What are you talking about? This
Sure
place has been
was.
excellent.
I got another skull.
So do you guys head out?
Yeah.
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 I head out to the entrance of the tunnels.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what I'm.
One more to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys, you finished tunnel 3. And I need a different color for this. There's the yellow. Right. Yeah. So you guys all make your way back out to the main entrance, and there is one tunnel left unexplored. Is that something you want to do?
All the yes.
Secret
Yeah.
tunnel. Yeah.
So yeah, you get out there.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna
and-
tell Thomas when we get out there to stay there with his mom.
Yeah, so yeah, Thomas is there, yeah, with the mom, and yeah, he says, what should I do? Just wait here, or
Yes.
Probably
Keep
need
his
to
mom
that
safe
way.
while
he looks at Mist because obviously it's ultimately Mist's decision, isn't it?
Yeah, man, keep her safe.
He says, okay, I'll wait just outside the tunnel here for you, and he sort of like crouches down and sort of like just lays here at his foot as he sits on the ground beside her.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to the tunnel entrance and I'm gonna inspect for traps.
Yeah, do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what you find is a little interesting. You find remnants of a kind of trap that you've seen before, but it's already been like engaged and it's no longer active. But it's sort of like magical lasers, and they're mounted like they would shoot at the entrance as you walked up to it.
And these are working or just remnants, like they don't work at all?
They don't work anymore. Like they've been triggered and they've been
Okay.
used up and they no longer work.
It also says here that you should also tell me who said it and if I can use it to my advantage.
So like I said, they're spent, so there doesn't seem to be any way to use them to your advantage necessarily. But you should know who said it. Do you recall as a person?
No, I don't.
Okay. You definitely saw these in the entrance to the professor's cave long ago.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah.
I just mutter under my breath and I'm like, it looks clear, guys.
Fucker's dead. Still
I just
haunting
start
our
walking.
dreams.
Do you tell them anything about the professor, or do you just like ignore that?
No, I say something like, motherfucking professor, I swear to God, and I just walk off.
Cool.
Still making trouble.
Yeah, so you guys start heading down the corridor of Tunnel 4, and you walk for quite a ways. It's you're not encountering any danger as of yet, and it's just sort of a dark, dank tunnel. What are you doing to light your way?
Fire.
Yeah. So does that mean Fiamma's in front?
I guess.
Okay. And the further and further you get in the cave, Fiamma, can you roll a discern realities for me?
Discerned.
Yeah,
Change my name.
you get very eerily a familiar feeling. It feels a little bit like home, like where you're from the divine realm, I suppose.
I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna ask everybody if they have like fire retardant clothes on them.
I do.
Probably not.
Cool. Mist, I want you and Gray directly behind me and the other two behind you guys. I feel like this place might be like very fiery.
Yeah. And Simba there with you, obviously, is like, hey, Fiamma,
Yeah?
something that way, it kind of feels like you.
This is kind of concerning, but let's go see what it is.
He says, okay, all right, cool. He says, hey, Pops.
Yeah.
He says, you can turn your flames on?
Yeah, I probably should. Put my ring on.
He says, cool.
Yeah, can I just transform into werewolf real quick?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, you've got enough time to try it, several. I mean, you're sitting still. There's no danger or whatever, so you can just be a werewolf. It's fine.
Okay, I'm a werewolf now. Yeah.
Cool. So, Gotrin, you can tell that you guys are going sort of like really deep. You can tell by the way that the air feels, and you've been walking for a while, but you can tell that like you're a lot farther than most dwarven tunnels go. So,
Fair enough.
I don't know if you relay that information or if you just like let it ride.
All right, I mumble it. Loud and mumble it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to say it like a little kid who just wants to say it.
Yeah.
Guys, we're getting really deep here.
Just like Mist's mom.
Maybe we could have saved her if we could have gone that deep.
Oh no.
If only.
So you get to a point where there's this sort of the tunnel narrows a little bit, and then there's this sort of large round steel door. It's probably a good like 6 foot by 6 foot, like so a 6 foot diameter round steel door, leading into whatever is next.
Murder.
Yeah, probably.
We love murder.
We're good
But-
at it too.
Yeah. For like, what other sacred god or like magical, mystical, like important, benign being are we going to slaughter today?
Benign.
Benign, whatever.
But 8.
Yeah. I mean, do you knock? Do you just like, yeah, well, that's cool. That's a door, and you just head back, or like, maybe there's goats on the other side. Who knows?
There may be goats. There may be someone like naked. Like, why didn't you knock?
Sure, I'll knock.
Yeah. So I mean, you knock, and it obviously the sound of the knocking like echoes pretty loudly throughout the cavern, and then you hear what seems like a woman's voice on the other side going, "Hello, is someone there?"
Do I recognize the voice?
No.
Okay. Yes. Hi.
The voice says, "Oh, do come in. It's been so long since anyone's visited me."
See, this is a Melody lesson because typically Melody would have been like, "Hey, what's going on? This is the entire plot of what we're doing right now." She's kind of jaded, so someone else is going to have to be the dumb one of the group.
And then there's a pause. There's a pause, and she says, "You're not one of the dirt people, are you?"
Shit.
Oh, she's racist. Well, you
I
did say
think
she
she's
sounded
talking about
old.
you,
So.
Gretchen. I'm not.
She says, "Oh, good. I do so detest those vile creatures."
Why?
Wow.
I haven't opened the door yet.
She says, "Well, perhaps we can have a chat about it, face to face."
Oh.
She says, "Don't worry. I can't hurt you."
Without your permission. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. I just walk in.
That sounded trusting.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
So yeah, you open the door and you see things that I will click on.
Are they? Oh.
So you walk in on this, and Fiamma, you can instantly tell it is an angel from your realm. And as soon as she spots you, because you walked in first, she's like, "Oh, dear, are you an angel of Alban?"
Yes. Why do I not know who you are?
She's, "Oh, well, you must be new. Were you naughty too? Were you also banished to this realm?"
Naughty.
No, I was sent here on a mission.
A mission? What is Alpan up to these days?
Not much. Just being on fire.
She says, "Huh. Well,
Typical Alpan.
so how long have you been in her employ?"
Fuck, I don't even know at this point.
So you were created like 5-6 years ago.
The
Okay.
year was 1812.
You've been on
About 5 or 6 years.
yeah, and you've been on this planet for like 2 years. Because I had to go back and listen to make sure.
Well, I also wasn't sure how much time
Yeah.
had passed already or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, maybe it's been a year. So I mean, but still, really. She says, "Oh, well, you are quite new." She says, "Well, as you can see, I'm bound here. It's been so long. Oh, excuse me, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Uriel. I think I've been here around 3,000 years. It's really hard to tell. But that's my estimation." She says, "So, what brings you here?"
So as part of my mission, I have to do certain things, and in order to get one of the things I'm looking for, I had to come clear this cave out.
Yep.
They said once I got a certain thing, they'd let me have what I wanted.
She says, "Oh, and who are you working for?"
Myself.
Hmm.
I didn't have to come down this way. I just wanted more loot.
Oh, well, you said they. I didn't know. Who's they?
This guy named Todd.
Todd? I don't know Todd. So is Fiamma still? Are you still in the entranceway, or has everyone else come in at this point?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about Gray or Gotrin?
Yep.
Sure.
Yes. I mean, when you guys start spilling in, she's like, "Oh, are these your followers? Do they worship you?"
Worship? No, ma'am. I am an angel, not a god.
She says, "Oh, even angels have followers."
But they hang out. They're cool.
She says, "Tell me, is Alpan still following around that asshole Turin? Is she still following him around with some sort of handmaid?"
I don't actually know.
She says, "Yes, well, it has been a long time. Perhaps she's seated herself much higher in the god realms. You know, when I left, she was just barely a god."
Is that so?
"It is true, yes. It's sort of why I'm here. I tried to overthrow her, and, well, it didn't turn out in my favor." She says,
I can tell.
She says, "You do know what this realm is, do you not?"
The cave realm. Where it's cave time.
She says, "Oh, heavens, no." She says, this planet, this realm is exile for celestial beings."
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, that is new information.
She says, "Yes, it all started off okay once upon a time. Like I said, it was about 3,000 years I got here. There had been plenty before me. But people started taking sides, and, well, it got messy. He said there were two groups, the Fomorians and then the Tuatha Del Danan, and, well, it just got quite messy.
So I've heard.
She says, so what is it like outside nowadays?
Boring. Almost nothing's on fire.
Buggy.
She's buggy. She says, is that one of the dirt people you have with you?
Oh, God.
Where?
And she sort of like gestures toward Gotrin.
Oh, yes.
I put my beard at her.
You do what?
Put my beard at her.
She says, ugh, nasty. She says, I've been down here in this prison for probably about 1,500, no, maybe 2,000 years? I don't know. It was sometime during the war. I was an assassin for the Fomorians. And, well, my partner turned on me and imprisoned me down here. There was nothing here when I was put here, you know. And then the dirt people started building their houses and structures above me. She said, and they started drawing on my divine fire, drawing it from me through the earth. I don't know what they need it for. And then it wasn't long, the clanging and the grinding and all the noise, and every year just noisier and noisier. Could drive one insane, you know.
I subtly start rattling my chains on my flails.
She winces a little.
I'm listening. Here, go take care of this.
So, what do you have in here to keep you entertained?
She says, oh, I have my thoughts. She says,
she's going to be bonkers.
she says, if I were at full power, I would destroy this place. But that damnable mage, that wizard, stole my heart, refined it into some spherical gem for his pleasure.
Well, from my limited knowledge, I believe that's called an anal bead.
She says, I
You
mean,
just have one.
she says, it's about the size of one's head. I can't imagine that being pleasant for anyone.
You've never seen an orc.
Oh, okay, well.
She says, oh no, I'm aware of orcs. Yes, quite useful creatures in battle, I believe.
Not where I thought that was going. Okay.
They are quite useful.
Yeah. She says, the people that imprisoned me down here, I don't even think they know I'm down here anymore. She says, do you think you could help me get free?
That's a terrible idea. No.
It really does. It feels like a really bad, but would our group
Well,
do it?
I'll see what I can do, but we have a friend at the entrance that we need to talk to about this. Maybe he knows where to get it from. Your heart, I mean.
She says, ah, yes, well, I do still have servants on the outside. The one who betrayed me, well, let's say my servant took care of her. You see, I had him do terrible things to her.
Interesting.
Indeed, her son imprisoned and his lover possessed, and their child orphaned. Her whole family ruined.
That is quite the way to get back at them. While we're out there looking for your heart, can you tell me how to get in touch with your followers?
She says, oh no, that would ruin their cover. I couldn't expose them. They couldn't carry out my missions.
Angel to angel, you know I can do this with a great amount of secrecy.
She says, oh, you are still loyal to Alpan. I've enjoyed our chat. It's been so long, but I can see through your games.
Really? Loyal to Alpan? I'm down here stealing shit out of a cave.
Yes, but you already said when you entered you were here on a mission.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of bored of it.
She says, I'm sorry, but I will not help you in this matter.
Okay, then stay down here and rot, and I'm gonna start leaving.
She says, oh, but stay and talk a little longer, though.
Flip her the bird and keep going.
We can still be friends.
I feel like we need to kill her.
She says, you followers of the angel. Perhaps you could set me free.
I just flip her the bird.
This feels bad. Like,
She says,
can I discern realities on this?
what do you want to discern? What are you trying to discern?
Probably not. Like, I know that I don't have the thing to feel if she's evil or not, but like with the black goo, you'd think that maybe I have something.
Hey, let's send for the chicken.
Oh, wait. I forgot. I haven't used it in so long. I have charming and open.
Okay.
If I hold on, I'm trying to think, because if I ask what she most desires, she's going to say to be free.
Now, doesn't charming and open also require there to be some rapport between you and the person you're talking to?
No. When you speak frankly with someone, you can ask their player a question from the list below. They must answer it truthfully, but they may ask you a question in return
Okay.
that you have to also answer truthfully.
Yep.
Yeah, this won't go bad.
Not at all.
What happens to us in the world around us if we set you free? Is that a good question, guys?
Works for me.
Okay.
I still maintain this is a bad idea.
I'm already walking out of the room.
She says, oh, if you set me free, I will bring this world to ruin.
Okay, yeah, I'm walking out.
She says, but wait, honey. Might I ask you something?
Yes, because I have to.
Yeah. She says, what's that inside you?
Okay, outside of game, does Melody know? Because she can't answer what she doesn't know.
Right. I mean, you
I
obviously...
really don't know.
Right. You know it's some sort of other consciousness, something that is potentially evil, you know, and controlling. I mean,
So could I answer her and it be truthful, saying that it's a voice or a consciousness, and then because that is the truth.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
She says, how interesting. She says, and does it live in you freely? Do you allow it?
And I tell her, you got one question, and I walk away.
She says, oh, you're no fun. You're no fun at all. And
I
what?
Mutter. I guess the god bedpan isn't too fun.
She says, no, I dare say she's not. She says, and you, fiery one.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's on fire.
Yeah.
My answer is no.
She says, no, I just wonder,
No.
do you derive your powers from Alpan as well?
No.
And she looks over at Simba and she says, I see you've managed to tame a dragon.
Stay away from him. I'll kill you.
And then Simba's like, hey, how did you know I was a dragon? And she says,
Don't talk to her.
She says,
Strangers.
it's plain as day. And you're so well spoken, too. She says, last dragons I knew were just dumb beasts. And Simba's like, well, I don't think I'm dumb.
Oh no, he's not.
Simba,
dumb.
stop talking to her.
He says, oh, okay, well, bye, lady. And she's like, toodaloo. Until we meet again.
That's gonna be a while. Because never's a while.
Yeah. And then, let's see. There's that. Oh, yeah. She says, "Oh, and if you were to meet some wizard out there, if you were to meet the one that took my heart, you tell him for me that I will come for him."
Not gonna do it.
She says, "All he ever talked about was blah, blah, blah science, blah, blah celestial power, greedy little punk."
Of course it was science.
Cool.
And you are,
So, I'm getting the fuck out of that room.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
she says, "Come back anytime.
No,
I miss you."
shut up.
I missed you. That was good.
Okay, question. You said this was a giant steel door, right?
Yeah.
Once we close it back up, I'm gonna take the time to melt it closed.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it may take...
The whole time, I'm just gonna be muttering to myself, "Dumb fucking bitch."
She's like, "I can hear you, you know."
I know.
No one cares.
She says, "Well, if you're going to take the time to do that, maybe we could talk some more."
Shut up.
She says, "Are you sure you're on a mission? Are you sure maybe you weren't lied to and exiled?"
Is there any like mining equipment or other stuff lying around here in this area?
Not. I mean, it's just like an.
All right, I start taking my felt and just beating them on the walls or walking away. And make it flinch.
Well, so Fiamma, it's gonna take Fiamma like a minute to like weld the door shut. So I mean, you can bang on the door
Okay.
all you want.
Yeah, sure. We'll hang on the door.
Yeah. She says, "Stop that! Stop that noise! All you dirt people are the same."
Y'all, you dirt people.
Stop!
Wow.
Stop
I say we
stealing my
prefer mud.
fire.
Thank you.
Mud, get it right.
So yeah, eventually, Fiamma, you get the door completely welded shut.
Okay, guys, I think we need to find these cult members and kill them. And that bitch deserves to be locked in prison forever.
Yeah, she seems kind of like sus.
Also, Gotcha, don't think I know you called her bedpan. I'm giving you this one pass because I was told to watch you.
We called her God Bedpan.
Alpan. My god's name is Alpan.
Alpam, Tim Pan, whatever. Oh yeah, so you guys start making your way back to the main cave.
Sure.
Yep.
Does anyone have any bombs? More bombs?
Why?
What do I have?
Because I'm gonna blow the fucking cave closed too.
I mean, this thing's been stuck down here forever.
Yes, but we did just clear it of monsters, and we're about to go tell them that too.
I have.
What if you blew the cave up and it released her?
We
Yeah,
had
I
to
see
travel
that
down a
fucking
long
smirk, Mike.
tunnel.
You could annoy her and just like we could play a storm Macarena outside for a minute, but you know.
Wish Clancy were here. I'd have her get harassed by fucking
Millipede
centipedes.
sex.
You know what? I think we should all convincingly lie to the guy and tell them that it was an extremely dangerous cave, but we managed to sneak this out.
Sure. I mean, I guess to some it would be dangerous. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you cleared up, the majority of dangerous things. There could be still like a smattering of mushroom people down the mushroom cave,
Or, an angel with vengeance in her heart that wants to destroy the whole world. That's
Yeah.
kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
And an anal bead heart bedpan.
Well, if we had shaken the cave like a baby and caused that and caused that cave in,
I'm gonna name this episode "Don't Shake Babies."
PSA: we don't actually mean it. However,
Yes, we mean to shake babies.
we will, beat the joke like a dead horse and also a baby.
Don't shake babies while you're going deep. Okay.
Oh, that took a turn.
Doesn't it always?
Right turn.
Sorry, I'm cleaning up some ants right now. But I can still hear you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you guys managed to make it out to the main cave. As soon as you walk out, Thomas sort of looks up and sees you walking out of the cave, and he says, "It's like, oh, well, you guys look pretty good."
Yeah.
He said,
Cave was terrible. Don't go in there.
he says it was nothing dangerous down that one.
Super dangerous. Don't
And
go
we
in.
decided not to deal with it.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I mean, the only thing left to do is to pretty much leave the cave, I suppose.
Yep.
Forever
Be
and
hitting
ever.
the old dusty trail.
Yeah. So I have to search through all my stuff and find out where the town is again. Where's my town?
There is no town, only Zool.
Only Zool. There's definitely a town graphic somewhere. Maybe this is the one. Come on. Yeah. So, yeah, you guys start heading towards the exit of the cave, and you get to that area that where the cage is locked, and there's 2 guards stationed out there, and they kind of as they hear you walking up, they turn and see you walking up the cave entrance, and they look startled. They're like, "Coming back!" He's like, "I told you!" And then he holds his hand out, and the other guy hands him like some coins. When you guys get to the gate, they're like, "So, what'd you guys find in there?"
Your mama.
Almost nothing. We only got so far and managed to grab this. There's several monsters in there. It's very dangerous.
Says, I mean, you've been in there for like 2 days.
We took a nap.
We were trapped in a passageway as a herd of flame llamas were
Flame?
passing by.
Flame llamas.
Super dangerous. They spit.
I mean, someone's like, it says the other one. It's like, I've heard all kinds of weird things about that cave, but never flame llamas.
Apparently, the dwarves dug it into the core of the earth.
They were trying to prevent Llamageddon.
I'm done.
Hashtag
Llamageddon.
non-sponsor. No, hashtag non-sponsor. We need a sponsor, even if it's them. We'll take it.
That's the new title of the episode now is Llamageddon. Okay. So since 2 days have gone by, it's now Wednesday, May the 26th. For any of you that are keeping up with the actual time
No.
frames, but it is. So the guy unlocks the thing and lets you out, and he says, "Okay, wait right here. We'll call for your escort."
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't have freedom here.
Yeah. And so, like, maybe about 30 minutes goes by, and then, like, a handful of armed guards show up. And they said, so your business is concluded?
Your
Yeah.
business is concluded.
And it's just like, all right, we'll escort you back to the palace. Yeah. And so, of course, you get the escort. Come on. There we go. So you guys get walked back to the palace, and they put you into like a waiting area, and they're like, you'll have to wait for your appointment for the king. It'll be probably about 2 hours, and we'll feed you and whatever. So they
This is ridiculous. I made an appointment. No, I'm just kidding.
it's been 2 days. They didn't know when you were gonna be back, or if you would be back. So they put you in a room with like some food and beverages and whatnot. And of course, once again, they're guards. But you're in there now. So hold on. We got to backtrack for a second. Actually, when you guys are exiting the cave, you're exiting with Thomas and Mist's mom, which.
So we're dragging an unconscious lady.
So
And a giant bone guardian, just like, hey guys,
well, no, I mean,
what's up?
Simba's in human form, right? So I mean, he went in with you. He's coming out with you.
So all right.
So
here's a flashback.
we have to backtrack. When as soon as they see Thomas, they're gonna be like, "What the f is that?"
He was here the whole time.
He's like, "No, definitely, definitely. There was only the 6 of you."
He's my soul spirit summon.
Do what we did with Skelly, but it totally won't work. Like just drape a cloak over him and go, "This is totally a human being that we had in our party the whole time."
Tell him you only have 5 fingers on one hand. You can't count higher than that.
Roll charisma.
Oh, me?
No,
yeah.
Gotrin.
Aw. I was about to say, I have charisma roll. Can I put a cloak on him and try to convince him he's not real?
So he looks at his hand and he starts counting. He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's like, oh shit, can I not count past 5? You know what? Just come on.
Hold on, we're technically on the outskirts of the city, right?
Yeah.
So we could technically just like walk off into the forest or something, right?
Well, no, because you're under like supervision the whole time.
All right. Well, then before we leave, I'm gonna ask them to get another escort to escort Thomas out of town.
Escorts on escorts on escorts.
I'll start carrying Miss Mom, but he doesn't really have to go see the king. He can just head on down to that town and become our receptionist.
Well, they basically say you can pick him up on your way out. They'll escort him because you've been in this like the slums area before, and they're basically gonna escort him to like a holding area over here in the slums. So
that makes me sad.
They're gonna hold him at this gate over here. And Thomas is like, it's okay. Like I understand, you know. So
yeah, you're crazy looking.
And so do you take Miss Mom or Miss? Would you rather Thomas take her?
I mean, Thomas is going back to chill, so might as well do that. No reason to have my unconscious mother in front of the king.
Yeah.
She got sleepy on the walk over here.
It's just like a Weekend at Bernie's situation where it's just like posing her in crazy positions.
So yeah, okay. So that all happens, and now we come back to now that we've retconned slightly.
Just look at Thomas. I'll miss you.
Thomas is like, yeah, me too. Because I mean, he's gonna be a little awkward, right? His level of
I was about to say he's awkward. Yeah, Melody would be into that.
His level of human interaction is pretty low.
Oh yeah.
It's always been riddle, fail, riddle, kill.
I know. Poor thing.
Yeah. So yeah, so you're in the holding area. You're eating your food and drinking. Do you guys have any discussion about what you're going to say to the king or whatever, or when you get in there?
No words.
I don't know about
only staff.
I don't know about you guys, but I think lying through our fucking teeth is the answer here.
Isn't it usually for us?
When is it not?
It's probably true.
Melody, you're the most sociable of us.
Okay.
You should tell the king that there was horrendous monsters in there, and we only barely managed to get out alive.
So, like, I'm sitting here and I'm before the group, like asking, like, the level of convincing. I'm like, do I need to wet myself a little and seem terrified? Like, where are we going with this?
No, we are still technically adventurers.
True. But, yeah, okay, yeah. I'll be like, look, I wouldn't. We're not going back again. Like, that's just, don't ask us. It's pretty terrifying down there.
Cool. So Simba's obviously with you guys too, and because he doesn't always necessarily get things, he's like, why don't we just tell him what happened?
Because they'll try and use her power, and then she'll end up getting free and destroying the world.
Well, aren't they?
It's for the greater good.
Aren't they already using her power? I mean,
technically, but the big key to look at here is that if she gets free, she's going to end the world.
She
less
said she
people that
would. We
know
literally
about
asked
her-
her.
The less people that know about her, the better. That means there's less people to be tempted by her power.
He says, I mean, listen, I'm, I could be wrong, but, judging by the distance, I would say she's, like, directly below where we are now.
That's a problem for future, then.
Oh, okay. All right, well.
Also, I feel like Gottrid, when he finds out that she may be directly below, that he would probably spit on the ground.
Oh, also,
or stomp his feet a little.
so Gottrin, roll a spout lore. That'd be on your intellect.
Nope.
Yeah.
We're a pirate. Bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You were absent that day in history class.
I don't pay
Yeah.
attention to
So
history.
for a second, you feel like you remember something about like dwarven, mythological, magic dwarven fires, and then it fades away.
I just, for whatever reason, all I could think of was that he was like, I think I heard something about llamas. Like it was literally what he heard 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. You know what, Gottrin?
I like the llamas.
Perhaps for a moment, you're like, you're kicking yourself because you missed the llamas. You're like, there are llamas. Damn it, I missed it. Where was I? All right, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, so the time goes by, and it comes, the people come in sort of to grab you to bring you in front of the king and the advisor and whatnot. And so like before, it's a long hallway. There's like a red carpet. There's several servants lined up, as you walk down the path to the king. And you get there, and he's there on his throne, and his currently eldest son is sitting beside
He
him.
dies.
His eldest son died, and so this is the second-born son. But the second-born is sitting beside him on one side, and then the advisor is standing there with the staff. And so, what do you say as soon as you walk up?
I start to basically tell him the spiel that we went over about the danger and all that, but that they were able to sneak past and get the staff.
Just you have the staff, and who's carrying it?
I present whoever's carrying it, which is probably Fiamma.
Was I carrying it?
Maybe. We left it. No.
What did we call the staff?
You guys are in charge. It's like an emerald staff, says the professor on the side.
Oh, I've got it.
Yeah.
I got the eyeballs.
I named it as Professor's Magic Rod.
Yeah.
Oh,
Makes sense.
no one wants any of that.
Yeah.
No one will forget it now.
So Misty, whip it out and present it then.
I show it to him, yeah.
He says, so basically, as soon as you whip it out, his mouth is sort of agape, and he sort of is like, I've heard tales of the emerald staff from my grandfather, but I never thought I'd get to see it myself, let alone wield it. He says,
Well, I'm wielding it right now, buddy.
he says, yes, let's make the trade. And he walks down with the staff in hand, and he holds it out.
And I ask him what's so special about this rod.
He says,
Tell me about his magic rod.
He says, well, if I'm to understand, it is the rod of my grandfather's master.
Kinky.
So even the king sort of chimes into it. He's like, yes, Cecil, what makes this rod so special that you would trade my gift for it? And so Cecil kind of stammers, and he's like, well, I mean, it's not about power or anything. It's the prestige of owning this historic piece, of history.
This smells like bullshit, but okay.
Sure. Before I hand this rod over,
Oh crap! This rod's what's gonna release the angel.
it probably is. You
I
probably
just
should've
realized
pulled it out
that.
and showed it to her. She probably would have freaked out.
We just gave him a key. Fuck.
Well, and
To a sealed door.
it's likely they don't even know she's down there, right?
I'm sure he does. Thanks for trying to make us feel better, Mike.
She's been down there for 2,000 years.
You
Yeah,
fucked
okay, man.
up. It's
Sure.
fine.
It's also hilarious to me, just as like a player, that your dad's an outcast.
Who? What?
Miss Dad. Because Miss Dad was a god, right?
Yes.
On the
But
exam
apparently,
planet.
but as I say, apparently a shitty one. So
Well, according to her, all any celestial being that is here is
yeah,
an
that's what we're
outcast.
saying. Yeah,
This
Yeah.
this is basically like celestial Australia.
B team. You know.
Be on the lookout for celestial koalas.
flaming llamas.
Flaming
All right.
lava llamas.
So I give the staff to him.
And he and obviously he trades the staff to you. And he clutches it. And he looks at it, and his eyes just get really wide. And he says,
Don't make it weird, man.
"I have it. The rod is in my hands."
Whoa, now let us at least leave the room first.
He's like, "Thank you." He says, "Pray tell, what other unimaginable things did you witness down there?"
Flaming lava llamas and death.
It was horrible. I will never forget it.
I would definitely suggest not going down there because fuck that, all of it.
He says, the men tell me you were there for 2 days.
Yeah, we're lucky we even got out with that fucking staff.
You know, we actually had an additional party member, but we had to eat them for survival.
The llama apocalypse.
He says, "These are all the people you came with."
You would think that.
Can you count higher than 5?
Jesus.
He says, "As royal advisor, I must be able to count much higher than 5."
You sure about that, man?
Debatable.
We had more party members.
I would like to request before we leave that I get the as my own personal item because we're supposed to get paid out for this, right?
It was a direct swap.
Yeah, it was a
Just
swap,
the-
and then like basically there were treasures in the cave that you could keep whatever you find.
Plunder.
I would like to request the other side of the bag of transference, seeing as how our deal with them are done.
He says, "Oh, it's quite the treasured item, sir."
Come on, man! I just gave you something that you wanted your entire life.
Yes,
What's
and
a bag of
and
transference?
I traded you what you wanted for it. He says, "The bag of transference is a priceless item. There's maybe 3 known in the whole world."
So what are we talking? Like $20, $30?
I'm sure Fiamma will go out back with you.
Maybe
Yeah, sure.
maybe for a priceless deed.
I will
Hey,
give you
now.
a priceless deed, sir.
How do I even know this bag is real and in your possession? Because we actually didn't use it to come think of it, and I don't even know if it
but
It's
worked.
got like a
no,
crayon Gucci label on it.
he's demonstrated it's working to you when he gave it to you in the first place.
When we left,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean it's still working.
Yeah.
I'm not buying something that's broke.
He says, "Well, first and foremost, if you would return the other half of the bag."
No, I think I'll keep it.
So you hear the drawing of many bows.
That's sad.
He says, "Look, we lent that to you to aid in your mission, which is now complete. I will demonstrate the bag's use to you. We do request you return the other half of the bag, though."
No, I think it's mine.
He says, "Are you not a man of your word?"
I am. That's why I brought you the staff. I never said I'd return the bag.
It was agreed that this was being lent to you for your mission, which is over.
No, I don't remember that.
He says, I would hate to have to take militant action for such a trivial matter."
I would hate to have to do that too.
Is not the rod priceless enough for you?
He says, "It is, but that is mine to give. And the bag, it belongs to the royal treasury. It belongs to the king."
Well, then I look at the king and I say, "Sir, have we not done enough? Can I not get this paltry trinket?"
He says, "Have we not paid you appropriately? What we agreed upon? We have."
Fine. I hand the bag over. And then I stumble, and when he puts it back in, I steal it from him again. And I will roll for that.
Well, when you hand it to him, he says, "Thank you," and he pulls out the other half of the bag from his pocket.
Before he does that, I'm standing next to him. I spit in the bag.
Gross.
Shoots out the other bag.
Yes. As he's pulling the other bag out, his hand gets wet and nasty. He's like, "Oh, really? You cur."
Yep, I think the bag works.
I just laugh.
Just a test.
Yeah. He says, "Once again, we could reach an agreement. We have more tasks that need completed discreetly."
I tell him I'm out. He's too stingy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't sell my I don't know.
I only
myself
sell
that
my
cheap.
body, sir, not my time.
Yeah, my talents are too prized, even for the bag.
He says, "Well, that's a shame."
Should have given us the bag. I start walking out.
He says, "Well then, if our business is done, then I'll see you no more."
I'm gonna break the rock off the stick in front of him, then drop the stick and leave.
As you're leaving, the advisor catches you by the arm for a second, and he says, "Pardon me, miss."
Ew.
He says,
I've already offered and you didn't take it.
He says, "No, I have information you might find intriguing." And he's sort of just talking to Fiamma.
All right, so as he's doing that, I'm gonna shoulder check his ass, and while I'm doing that, I'm picking those fucking bags off him.
Okay, roll for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna like catch him and help distract
Oh,
him.
that's happening, Mike. They're mine, baby.
Okay. You've stolen the bag.
Oh, you all right there, buddy?
He says, "Oh, watch yourself."
My bad. My bad.
So he says, Fiamma, he says, "So, are you looking for more of those gems,
Orbs.
like, that were on top of my staff?"
Sure.
He says, "Well, I happen to have it on good authority, as I've seen it myself. In the Minotaur treasury, they have one such as this."
Are you sending me on a mission to get bull balls?
He says, "No, but I hate those Minotaurs. And, well, you seem like the person who would take it at all costs."
Yeah, between you and me, I would have gotten this orb either way. You took the nice route. Thanks for the info. We'll see how those Minotaurs fare.
He says, "Fare thee well then."
I leave.
Yeah. And so your escort, escorts you, to the poor part of town, the peasants' exit, where you join up with Thomas and Mist's mother. And they escort you out of the walls of the castle, and then out to the exit of the. Come here.
So we're like what, out here?
So
Yeah.
So and then you guys are then left to the exit. Battalion of guards behind you, and then you're just there. Let's see. Did you guys travel here in the first place? Did something happen to your cart?
No, it's still out there with the
I
dude.
don't think so. Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't have the driver anymore.
No, but the car should be out there
Yeah,
still.
the cart's out there.
I don't remember what happened to the dude.
No. Something did happen to your cart because you guys went to the trial, and it got destroyed. Or did it only get confiscated? I'm trying to remember now.
I would have thought Darren would have fixed all that, so we have a cart still.
Because you guys were in a chase sequence.
Yeah, we were.
And
But he
see-
squashed all that, so if it got damaged, I would feel like he would have replaced that.
yeah, maybe. So okay, we'll say you have a cart, and it's just sitting outside.
Cool.
Yeah.
I look at everybody. I was like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you walk outside, Thomas just looks up and he's like, "Heavens alive! Is this the outside?"
Aw.
Yes.
Yeah, man, stick with us.
He's like, "It's so bright. It's."
What, and then he bursts into flames.
He's like, "Everything is."
No.
No, he's like, "Everything is so colorful." Is
So-
it always like this?
Until
you can see the
nighttime when it
regular
gets
color?
No, not
You can see the
always.
regular color spectrum. So I asked him what colors he can see. If I'm curious.
He says, "Well, so I guess maybe all of them."
I'm nice about it.
Yeah.
I'm not an ass.
Yeah. He says, "Well, I guess these are greens, but they're not like the greens from the cave. They're so bright and vibrant, and browns like I've never seen before, and the sky is so blue."
Aw.
So he can see all the colors.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Let's get
That's
the
so
fuck out of here.
So cute.
I tell Fiamma he needs to see fireworks.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll toss a couple fireballs up in the air.
Yeah, I mean he's seen fireballs. He's had mages shoot fireballs at him before.
Aw.
I turned them black and then back to orange and then back to black and then
Yeah.
back to orange.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean he was in Oz to some degree.
To some degree.
To some degree. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, cool, fine,
I mean,
yeah.
it does remind him of being attacked by multiple fireballs a little bit.
Aw.
So-
Sweet,
keeps
we got the
getting sad.
PTSD Minotaur. That won't come to bite us in the ass as a receptionist.
Well, now it will.
So yeah, so I mean, you guys are like I said, probably a week, a little more rides away from your guild, if you're going to approach it through traditional means. So what is the plan there? I mean,
Fuck it, warp speed. No, I'm just kidding.
We're out of earshot of any dwarfs, right?
yeah,
Besides,
Cool. He don't count.
yeah.
That's a chill dude, not a
Yeah.
dwarf. But I'm gonna tell them what the guy told me about there being one in the Minotaur's stockpile or whatever.
Cool.
and also Mist. I don't know how well you recall, but it seems as though like the Thieves Guild and the Minotaur Empire are the ones that have that key that you want.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yep. And not only that, now, where's Clancy? Did y'all send Clancy back?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Clancy
Yeah,
went
Clancy
back
went
to
back.
get the housing ready for the
Yeah.
Minotaurs we sent over there.
Because I think also
Clancy's like, yay, slaves, and left.
I think there's
Yeah.
also something that Clancy wants over in that area. Let me look. I got notes. Yeah, so there's
Clancy wants the world.
there's a forest in the dungeon that's north of the Tarnation. And there's a bee cloak there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the cloak of bees.
Speaking of which, fucking Mist had more to read in like fucking 6.5 months back
I did,
out of his book.
and I was told I had to meditate on it before I was gotten more stuff.
So these guys know the town pretty well, decently well.
Which town?
The one we're in, the village we're in, the city we're in.
Well, you guys were in the Dwarven town, so I mean, you would know more than they did about that.
I would like to start meandering over to the Thieves Guild to see if they have a magician who can work on my eyeball.
Well, you guys have been escorted out. Is
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing, right?
Okay.
But that's not to say that there aren't other towns that will have that ability.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Because you were sort of, especially after sort of being rude at the end, not as welcome of guests as you could have been.
Did you expect us to behave, Mike, like for realsies?
Yeah, no. And every now and then, maybe.
Okay.
So what's the plan, right? Where are you headed next?
Back to our guild,
I was gonna
Michael.
say,
Yeah, we've got to drop off
Yeah.
our receptionist and figure out what's going on with his mom.
Okay.
And regroup before we go to the
I
Minotaur
mean,
room.
are y'all throwing a tree down, or you doing it the old-fashioned way?
No, we fucking huffing it, man.
Okay. I mean,
okay.
you can get to Ugrin, and then that'd be about 4 days away, and then you can basically shave a day off by teleporting from Ugrin to your guild.
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever.
So 4 days goes by. Let me get everyone to roll a defy danger on whatever stat you want, really.
Sure.
Yeah,
Just roll for me.
Oh, it's a
I'm still
12.
cleaning these things up.
that's 7.
A
Cool.
3.
You'll roll on strength.
I feel you, Melody.
He got an 8.
Okay, cool.
I barely made it.
Hey,
So-
me and Fiamma ain't got shit. We're good.
So things are going pretty smoothly, but
Everyone got scurvy but me and Fiamma.
But then,
Yeah.
How can I talk my way out of scurvy?
Dysentery.
Apparently poorly.
yeah. But then you guys were passing one cart, and I don't know why, Gotrin, but like, you usually like the way they looked at you.
I believe it.
And so did you assault them, or what'd you do?
I cussed him out.
Yeah. And so you get into a fist fight with like 5 humans. Does anyone bail him out, or do you guys just let him do that?
Oh, yeah, I help
It's a
him.
fist fight.
Yeah, we help.
Oh, come on.
They said his mama smelled
I
like
don't
dirt
think
wine.
he wants help.
Fist fights,
I was-
fist fights are all good.
I was paid to help him, but I'm not gonna like burn them. So
Like I said, they said his mama smelled like dirt
Cool.
wine.
Well, initially he just starts it on his own, and then he gets overwhelmed. They start shaking him like a baby, and
Stop it! His face is turning blue.
and so then Fiamma steps in, and so after getting beat up for a little bit, and so that does take a little time off. So now it's like 4.5 days. You guys eventually end up back in Ugrin, and let's see. Yep. So as you're arriving back in Ugrin, is there anything you want to do before you?
Have I bought a
walk out?
house here yet?
I believe that you did.
I believe I did too.
Yeah.
We probably commandeered one after the zombie apocalypse.
Can we like paint one that I'll know is mine, or you can change the look of it or something?
Because you bought one of these in this general area, I believe.
I know I did. I
Yeah.
just want to know which one. Damn it!
Right.
I think I did too, but I can't remember.
How about I choose this one with the chimney?
Sure, that's yours.
Sure, it's right in the V. I'll remember that.
Is Clancy around here?
No, he's still further south than the actual guild.
Okay.
yeah.
So this is a day's ride away now from where you guys are, but they have a tree here to warp themselves back.
Are we? Can we get into here?
Yeah,
I know they locked us out before, but do we have access now?
Yeah, because you did the good deeds with for Hagar.
Good.
And,
So
took
I
care
can
of
talk to their like wizards and shit.
Yeah.
Their higher clientele. I would like to talk to someone that can enchant my bag of holding in a special way.
That might require more advanced than what's here, but
Come on, man.
you can get in and ask them, and we'll see what you get, I guess.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, you go up and knock on the door. The guards recognize you, obviously, let you in. Is everyone else going too, or are you guys milling around town? And what are you doing with Thomas?
Thomas
I'm
can
just
chill at my
gonna-
house.
I'm just gonna hang out with Thomas.
Okay.
I think hanging
Or-
out with Thomas is a good idea.
Fiamma, you don't
Or
want to
you
check
can
on your
go,
farm?
Oh, that's right. I forget you.
Oh
have
yeah, the
farm,
farm's in Ugrin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Thomas to the farm.
Yeah, because you own this farm and all the orphans that live there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and
work
the
it.
tree's right there too. So
Jeez, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, Derek, this
Jesus.
this patch of burnt trees.
Yep.
Yeah,
See how this farm?
they set that fire long ago.
yeah,
That's
that patch
awesome.
of
I don't know
burnt
what you're
That
talking
trees
fire
is
caused a
what-
domino effect.
That's where they killed Simba's mom.
No.
And where
That's-
I got infected with the voices.
That's
Yeah.
where I lost my best character.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
your best
Tragic
character
drug
tried to kill
and
me.
and that's where Gray was born.
That is
So,
true.
Lots of things happening.
Yeah, it's actually a really pretty big location, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we spent all of like season 2, as it were, here basically. I think. All right. So, anyways, and Mist planted that tree when he was evil.
Yep. The zombie tree.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
So, Gotron, are you going with Mist, or are you going with Fiamma and them?
I'm gonna go with Mist.
All right, cool. And then Gray. Cool. Gray's going with Fiamma and Melody and Thomas and all them.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, Mist, when you knock on the door and you've got Gotron with you, they immediately look at Gotron and they're like, "Who's the spare?"
Yeah, he's with me, man.
He says, "You're responsible for him."
All right.
So the thing slides and they open the door.
And I look over at Godfrey and I'm like, hey, man, like, for real, these people are assholes. So, like, whatever you do, just make sure they don't figure it out.
I nod.
So yeah, you walk in. I mean, they harbored like all kinds of like magical creatures when they were being hunted down. I mean, they're a little isolationist.
Yeah, they're assholes, right? Because we saved them several times before they would even let us in the fucking door.
They're very untrusting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you get in and you're sort of in that like, little market area or whatever.
All right, well, I go to wherever I would need to go for this. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So there's like the market here. There's like the weird guy that sold you guys the emotional scissors back here in the back.
Yes.
I don't really want that guy.
Yeah, he's great. He had
But he has such wonderful wares.
He might
like
have
the endless
interesting,
bedpan.
weird shit again, but like, I don't need that. I need someone who can actually.
He
do
had the
something.
chamber pot of holding. All right.
He also
Nobody
has a
needs the fucking chamber hot holding. Okay,
he also had a sport.
it's true.
He's not the only one. We've had a couple of sporks in this game.
Yeah.
It's a new thing. Yeah. So I mean, oh, there was an enchanter over here in this area.
Yeah, I
do
thought there
recall.
was. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go over there.
Yeah. Okay. And Gotron, you following along?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you guys get in. The enchanter sees you and he says, "Ah, Mist, right?
That's right.
It's been a while since I've seen you. I think."
It's good to see you too.
He says, "What are you doing here?"
Well, I have a request.
He's-
I have this bag here,
He says, "Okay."
and it's a bag of holding, and I need it to specifically only open for me.
He says, Okay. I think that's something that I might can pull off. He says, I may not be able to do it quickly, and it's probably going to require some of your blood.
My blood.
Yeah.
Fun. How
oh
much
man,
blood?
I wonder if I can enchant mine. That's probably a terrible idea.
He
How much
says,
blood?
he says, maybe a half pint.
Fuck, man. All right, how long are we talking here?
lightheaded.
He says, blood magic's not quick, and honestly, it works best under a full moon. Let's check the calendar. Let's see, the next full moon.
We're in luck. It's today.
Nope, it's a guy because I have a moon schedule. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It's on Saturday, June 5th, so that's basically.
First of all, it can be quick, and second of all, yes, that second part was true.
Yep. So, what would we say? Today was Thursday, May 27th, right? Oh no, it's been 4 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's Sunday, May 30th now. And make sure I denote that. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. In 6 days is the full moon. 6 game days. So he says, and so it'd probably take me a full night during the full moon.
All right. I guess I'll come back then because I ain't leaving it with you until
Understandable.
fucking a week.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. He says, but yeah, if you'll just bring me and that bottle will have to be fresh, so I'll need it like you'll have to spill it that day.
Cool.
Yeah. He says, but yeah, I believe that's something that I can do.
All right. Well, I shake his hand. And I say, "See you in a week."
Says, sound good.
All right. I ask him. I pull out my eyeball and ask him, "Can you make this see infrared if I put it into my head?"
He says, "What is infrared?"
He see heat signatures instead of
Yeah.
see heat signatures instead of normal vision.
He
I want to
says,
see people through the walls.
so yeah, he takes the eye and says, "How peculiar." He says, "Where did you get this?"
Said I pooped it out. Now, can you do it?
He says,
Says I have money. Just let me know.
he says, "Yes, I can definitely do this, but here again, enchants require catalysts and reagents. To do something like that,
Need some mud wine.
I was
Yeah, it
thinking
fucking
that too,
fixes
yeah.
everything. Yeah, I was thinking that
Rub
too.
some mud wine in
He's-
it.
he's like, no, that would be.
I need spit from the
pointless.
sacred fire
Um,
llama.
He says, if you could get me some wolf's hair, that would be helpful."
Will do.
He says,
Define wolf.
the hair from a wolf. I don't. How do you mean define wolf?
Does a werewolf work?
He says, werewolves aren't real, but sure.
Works for me.
Oh my god.
You don't have to tell him it's a wolf. Just tell him I get it. We got it. So I nod.
He says, okay, cool. And he says, anything else?
No, not for me, man.
Yeah.
I asked him if
appreciate
he
it.
can make me a bottle of mud wine that never runs dry.
He says,
Probably not. But
says, yeah, I don't. If such a thing were possible, then dwarves around the world would just be dead.
That's a problem.
He says, well, not because he's not a dwarf. He says, I mean, not for me, but I mean, maybe for dwarves. He says, but yes, just give me that hair, and that'll be good. And then as you guys are walking out, you bump into someone just as you walk out the door that you both know. It's Hawkins,
Oh fuck.
and he's like, oh, hey there.
Nah, I just keep walking.
He says, good talking to you, Mist.
Yeah, fuck you too.
He says, gotcha, my friend. How's it going?
Is it good if the drinks are on you?
He says, drinks are always on me. He says, what are you doing here? And how'd you get past the gate?
Dirt wine.
Because remember, Hawkins, you know Hawkins for as a previous name from a long ago. So because when you guys first met, it was at Hawkins' trial, and so you and the rest of the group had the aim of
We were having to testify on behalf of Hawkins.
well, no, you didn't testify, but you were just like there.
Are we calling them fuckins now?
No, it was fake Hawkins. Hawkins.
Yeah, I get it, but I like fuckins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone likes fucking.
And so Hawkins doesn't necessarily know that you guys are still in league, right? You were just both there at the same time, sort of breaking him out. So, you know the. So, but anyways, he asked you how's it going and how you got in, Gotrin.
To the city?
And yeah, into the wall, these walls here, because it's pretty
I
tightly
point
guarded.
at the front gate.
He says, "Oh, were you with Mist? I guess."
I nod. Say, yeah.
Oh, so you hanging out with his crew now?
Always.
He says, "Well, they do find themselves in a lot of trouble, and you know, that seems like your MO too."
Hey, trouble is my third middle name.
He says, "Oh, dwarven humor, it's so terrible." He says, "Well, maybe we'll catch you at the bar later, huh?"
Sounds good.
He says, "All right," and he heads on into the enchanting shop. And I'm surprised that Mist didn't ask Hawkins about Darren. But anyways,
Nope.
yeah. So Mist, you leave, and then I guess Gotrin, you kind of catch up to Mist. Mist, where you headed now?
Out.
Cool. As you're heading out, you're getting near the gate, and as you pass like sort of this area right here, you hear a call, Mist,
I turn my head and look.
and it's Darren.
Hey, Darren.
He says, Mist, you're back.
Sure.
He says, how are things back at the Capitol?
Fucked up. How are you?
He says, well, I'm still trying to sort things out. You know, you guys told me about the god or whatever it is underneath the castle, and you know, I asked Hagar about it, and he didn't seem to know anything about it. And I still don't know what to say to my dad. I don't know how to bring it up.
That sucks.
He goes, yeah, it does. Hey, is let's see. Actually, was Fiamma with you guys the last time? She wasn't, so he wouldn't know. He says, where's the rest of the crew?
They're over at does he even know who Fiamma's is?
Yeah, because Fiamma like put him and
Oh, that's
Imogen,
right, yeah.
like in a cave to hide for a while.
That's right. He's they're all at Fiamma's farm on the outside of town.
He says, oh, are you headed that way?
Yes, I am.
He says, do you care if I join you?
Yeah, man, come on.
Cool. And so he joins you, and then Gotrin, are you continuing on with them?
Yep.
So meanwhile, before they arrive, back at the farm, Fiamma, Melody, Gray, Thomas, Simba, you guys all arrive at the farm. What's the first thing that you're doing, Fiamma?
Going to find the priest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, and you find him right away. He's out in the field working with the kids.
Where's Gray at this moment?
He's somewhere here on the farm too.
Getting
Sleeping
drunk.
in the
No, I'm just kidding.
cornfield.
I mean, Gray.
Raiding the sacramental wine.
Gray.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna trade him a bottle of wine for a fire.
Yeah. Gray's player got eaten by a swarm of ants, and he's
Yeah, I heard.
he's no longer with us. So
That's important.
it's unfortunate, but it happens.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay.
More often than you'd think.
In
Okay.
sci-fi B movies, it happens all the time. So
Well, that's
All the
true.
time.
yeah. So you should pretend that's the case. I think if you're in the Amazon, like bullet ants can like overwhelm you.
Oh, yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe he's playing from South Africa or South America in the Amazon. I don't know. All right, yeah. So yeah, you find the priest, Fiamma. What are you doing?
I'm basically just gonna check up on what all's going on with it and how the farm's been doing
Yeah.
since I was magically spirited away.
Yeah. Well, were you on the farm when that happened, or were you like in the guild area?
Did it happen in the morning or the afternoon?
I guess it would have been like early afternoon.
Okay, then I would have been back at the guild.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but it's been a while since you've been back, and so the priest is like, Fiamma, we were worried. We haven't seen you in weeks.
Yeah. So Clancy magic hoodooed me into the other side of the continent, and had to go fight some things.
He says, "Oh."
Sorry. I'll set up your pay here in a minute.
He says, "Okay, cool. Yes, our stores are starting to run a little low. I mean, obviously we have the crops, but as far as meat and stuff goes, yeah, the old Gorm at the guild hall has been pretty generous. He's helped us out some." And
I
he
guess I'm gonna ask about how the kids are doing.
he's yeah, doing good. They miss you. And the kids kind of as you guys are talking, they see you and they kind of run up, and they're like, Fiamma, do some fire magic.
Aw.
I'm gonna just like pew some like small rocket-sized fireballs into the air.
Yep. And like, oh look, Melody's here too.
Aw.
Melody, sing us a song.
I do.
Yeah, roll charisma.
Uh-oh. This has gone poorly before. Please let this go well. Okay, it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, they like it well enough.
They're kids. It's fine. They're easily fooled.
One
Yes, this is called good music.
one kid out of the group is like, I've heard better.
Boo.
But he has black fingernails and like a size part with black hair and
I ruffle his hair.
he just hates things to hate things.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, aw.
Yeah.
I just kind of
And
piss him off a little.
sure. Do you pick him up and shake him?
No, I just look at him and like, and I kind of ruffle his hair and go, "Aren't you angsty?"
Yeah. And so you guys are there with the kids. You're hanging out for like probably an hour or so before Mist and Gotrin and now Darren show up. When you get there, the kids are like, "Oh, Darren!" and they run over, and Darren like, says hey to the kids and whatever. Then yeah, what are you guys doing, Mist and family?
Portaling back to the guild.
Okay.
Yeah. Who are we gonna talk to about your mom?
Yeah, that's probably important.
Someone at the guild.
Who knows? So yeah, you guys portal back, and then I find the guild.
You lost the guild? How could you?
Wait, hold
It's
on.
gone.
Why is the guild gone?
Why is the guild gone?
I mean, that's the next mystery. Why is the guild gone?
So yeah, you arrive at the guild. It's your little guild tree down here. Doo-doo-doo. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna let our new receptionist go to the guild. We're gonna go with him,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna lay dear old mom down in my my area of the guild.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then what's Clancy doing?
Currently overseeing construction, I would assume.
Where is Clancy looking to construct at?
Around mine and Gotrin's house that I had built.
Where was that going to be at?
It was down in here somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I assumed the house would be generally most of the way built because it wasn't a big house or anything, just had a basement.
Yeah. Let me
And just like pepper some tents around it.
just as a reminder to myself, do this. It is.
And I was supposed to have an animal thing built too.
Where's my thing? I need a sheep. Alright, so down here, and then your animal thing. Were we putting that up near your brewery? Is that what we were doing? I feel maybe?
I couldn't remember where, but yeah, sure, we'll do that.
Okay.
It was the biggest one that I could afford, so.
Yeah. So we'll throw it up there somewhere. And we'll sort out prices next time for all that.
I already deducted mine. I can't remember.
Okay.
Let's see. It was,
Same.
Yeah.
Clancy pays in advance for only the finest of things.
Well, Clancy has to have a slavery pin, so.
Slavery pen. We prefer the term forced labor camp.
Okay.
Makes it sound more festive.
So, also, and Darren's elected him with you, also, because he's coming to visit Imogen, who still works at the brewery. So, he heads up that way to meet his love, and James, are you still alive?
No.
Not alive.
The ants. You said the ants got him.
Yeah. Gotron, what are you looking to do?
I'm looking to find Gray to see if he'll give me some hair.
Cool.
So I know the character's not here right now. But
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like
He would.
Gray would give you some hair. I assume he'll let you cut.
Hey, I heard him say yes, so yeah, take some.
Yeah. Yeah. You get some of Gray's
All right.
hair for sure. And then Melody, are you going to check on your brewery and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And so, Miss, you got your mom, and you've laid her down. Thomas has been like, So when you walk in the door with Thomas, Gorm immediately is like, Jesus, what is that?
He's our new secretary.
He says,
He's my friend.
You don't think he'll scare people away?
Hey man, this is a guild. If they can't handle him, they can fuck right off.
Okay, cool.
This is an adventuring town guild.
He reaches out. He's like, I'm Gorm, and Thomas is like, oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Sir Gorm. I'm Thomas. And he's like, oh, okay. He has good manners.
Yep, he's a nice guy.
We should get him a name tag
That's adorable.
and like a tie. Just a tie and a name tag, no actual clothes.
Thomas says, oh, but I think I'd very much fancy some clothes.
Yeah, let's get him clothes.
He says, do you think I could have something nice?
Aw.
I just
Let's
look at
get
Gorm and I'm
fucking-
like,
I
just
will
hook this
fund
guy
getting
up.
him a suit.
He says, okay, cool. Yeah. And where, so should I sleep like out in the courtyard or?
No.
How would you like your very own house?
He says, "Oh no, I couldn't. I don't know what I would do with the whole house."
I look at Gorm and I'm like, hey man, like right over here, build him a nice little place.
Right, Gorm
It can
says,
be like a shack like Ted used to live in or something. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
some sort of shack.
As long as it's big enough for this guy.
He's like, well, I can't afford that.
Don't worry about it. You're working for the guild now.
He says, oh, okay, all right, if you say so.
I do.
And then so then also Gorm's like, and who's the woman?
The woman? We can discuss, well, yeah, no harm in telling you. Apparently that's my mother.
He says, apparently.
Apparently. I have not confirmed this, but I believe it's true.
He says, but if our conversations and the books foretold are correct, did she not die some 200 years ago?
Yeah, man, I lived it. I'm with you. Like I said, I'm not 100 on how all this happened.
He says, how peculiar.
It is weird.
And she's asleep, or
She's been sleeping for about a week.
so a coma then?
Yeah, something.
She's taking a long nap.
A coma? What is it? What is a coma?
So the long sleeps.
She was big tired.
Tired. Yeah, there you go. That's good.
She had a long day. Cool. So Melody, you roll a defy danger on your constitution for me. That'd be great.
Oh God. Yeah, I almost forgot. Let's see, what's my phone? Okay. Big money, no whammies. Fuck.
Fuck.
So you're up at your brewery and you're just like with Tweeg and you're talking shop, and suddenly you black out.
No,
Fantastic.
not Tweeg.
Suddenly you black out, and we'll discover what happens at a later date.
Of course you will.
yeah.
Yep.
So, and Fiamma, what are you up
Well,
to?
fuckles.
Coming back here?
Oh, I was hanging out with God, how did I forget his name already? The
Thomas.
Minotaur. Thomas. I wanted to call him Tommy.
Okay,
That's
so
why.
you're also back at the guild then.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd be okay with Tommy.
Yeah, because I totally would 100% fund getting a Minotaur suit.
All right, cool. And I think that's where we'll close, and then we'll pick up next week. So just as for my sake, what are you guys looking to do? What's your next plan of action? What's the next thing you're going to try and accomplish?
Like big thing?
Yeah.
I was thinking going after the other orb of the Minotaur Nation.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess we're blacking out.
Yeah.
I mean, does that sound doable to everybody else?
If I'm conscious and not murdery.
It's all I'm here for.
Conscious and not murdering.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, well, glad we finally got to play. Pretty excited.
It was terrible. I had an awful time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So many llama jokes.
Yeah,
Like a shaken baby.
we didn't shake enough babies. I'm sorry.
But we did shake a Godrin.
And there were no flaming llamas, even though Gotrin thinks there might have been.
He was disappointed. He blinked and missed it.
I know. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Sweet.
Ciao.
It was fun.
See you next
See
time.
everyone next week.
Right.
Hey,
Later.
Michael, I'm in Mexico next week.